Following the 8.8 magnitude earthquake on July 30, 8 volcanoes have become active in Russia's Far East Kamchatka Peninsula. The incident marked the largest eruption flare-up since 1737. The volcanoes showing activity include Klyuchevskaya Sopka, Bezymianny, Kambalny, Karymsky, Mutnovsky, Krasheninnikov, Shiveluch and Avachinsky. 4 of these volcanoes had erupted before, while 3 were likely awakened by the underground tremors. Krasheninnikov Volcano had shown no activity for nearly 600 years, and ash plumes are now being recorded at altitudes of up to 6 kilometers. Klyuchevskaya Sopka, the tallest volcano in Eurasia, is also active, with ash emissions reaching up to 6.5 kilometers. Seismic activity has been recorded at the Kambalny, Mutnovsky, and Avachinsky volcanoes, which could lead to eruptions. Ash emissions pose a danger to air travel, as they can alter flight routes. Such a simultaneous awakening of several volcanoes are rare. It should be noted that earthquakes in Russia's Far East last week triggered tsunami warnings. However, Russia's emergency services lifted the tsunami warnings later. A volcano erupted for the first time in more than 600 years in Russia's Far East after a powerful earthquake struck the region earlier this week. According to Associated Press, the eruption of the Krasheninnikov Volcano began on Saturday evening, according to the Kamchatka Volcanic Eruption Response Team, making it the first historic eruption. The last lava effusion took place more than 600 years ago, the group said, adding that the volcanic cloud height was around 5000 to 6000 meters. The volcano is associated with the Eastern Volcanic Belt and is located 200 kilometers from the regional center of Petropavlovsk-Kamchatsky. There are no residential areas along the path of the ash plume, the local emergency services said in the statement. Scientists have linked the eruption of the Krasheninnikov volcano and a series of other eruptions in the region with the 8.8 magnitude quake and the subsequent waves in the region earlier this week. The 8.8 magnitude quake, centered about 120 miles from Petropavlovsk-Kamchatsky, struck at 11:24 a.m. local time at a depth of about 21 kilometers, according to the U.S. Geological Survey. Multiple aftershocks as strong as 6.9 magnitude followed. The earthquake appeared to be the strongest on record since the 9.1 magnitude earthquake off northeastern Japan in March 2011 that caused a massive tsunami. Ukrainian military intelligence special forces eliminated Russian troops who were taking photos in the village of Zelenski High, Donetsk Oblast, to boast about their advance toward Dnipropetrovsk Oblast. Russian troops advancing near the administrative border between Donetsk and Dnipropetrovsk Oblasts faced a swift setback after entering the operational zone of Ukraine's Special Forces Unit Bratstvo, part of the Defense Intelligence's Timur Unit. The occupiers found themselves in the zone of responsibility of the Bratstvo Special Unit within the Timur Unit of Ukraine's military intelligence, so their media triumph was short-lived, the HUR stated. Bratstvo warns, appearing with weapons and tricolor flags on our land ends the same way, with destruction, the intelligence officers emphasized. As reported by media, special forces of the main intelligence directorate destroyed Russian military personnel and equipment on the Tendra Spit. Thanks to the efforts of the soldiers of the Department of Active Operations of the Military District of the Ministry of Defense of Ukraine, the Ukrainian flag flew over the island. The operation took place without any losses on our side, the intelligence officers reported. The successful completion of the task was made possible thanks to the support of partners and donors who joined the Boats for GUR project, which is implemented by the Diana Podolyanchuk Charitable Foundation. According to the spokesman for the Southern Defense Forces, Vladislav Voloshin, the Russians recently conducted a rotation on the Tenderov and Kinbun Spits. They replaced the well-known 10th Cossack Reconnaissance and Assault Brigade Don with 2 battalions of their airborne assault troops from the Airborne Assault Brigade. Earlier, on July 16, the military monitoring platform Deep State reported that Russian forces were moving intensively through forested areas, villages, and frontline positions along this sector. According to the report, the entire front line from Oleksivka to Novopil is under constant pressure from Russian troops. The invading army continues to rely heavily on mass infantry assaults, despite suffering heavy losses, in an attempt to break Ukrainian defenses and seize more territory in Donetsk Oblast.